Welcome back to the channel. We're going to do a quick walkthrough video and do an assessment of how much it possibly costs to fix this property right here in Pine Hills, Orlando that one of my students wants to acquire. And I'm just here to really just do my assessment to confirm their numbers and also make sure if it makes sense. If the area makes sense, the purchase price they're buying it for, does that make sense? And does the rehab they said it is make sense? Now, the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm going to fund this deal for them, and I'm also coaching them through their third project, which they bought this one, it'll be a third project. So if you want to learn some about a property like this, a unicorn, definitely, you're going to find some unicorns in this market because some people just want to get rid of their properties and move forward. So come with me real quick. We're just going to go in and do an assessment of how much things cost and see if it possibly makes sense to actually flip this property, hold it. I think their exit strategy is to actually flip this one. So let's go. First thing and foremost, I always tell people, look at your windows, look at the mechanicals, which is your roof, your windows, your water heater. These windows, they were painted. These are older windows here. They look like brand new windows because they were painted. You can see here where they were painted. So they're not new windows. They just were painted with the house. And this is not a new window either. So the whole thing, like, it's not. And the roof line, you can see the roof. On this one, if I'm being honest, guys, I can't really 100% tell, but let me step back here a little bit and go on a higher pitch. The roof is, okay, doing that, it feels like it has some good lifespan on it. But if I had to guess, I would say maybe 5 to 7 years maybe left on this, if I had to guess. So we're gonna look at the exterior real quick. And if you've already seen in the video, there's a major crack that we see here. You can tell that there was 2 points where they butted up. So you gotta look into this. And you can see how the wood up top here, siding or insulation is probably not the best. You gotta repair that. And the window up top is old too as well, but that's definitely an issue. And you can see it all throughout as you're walking the property, all throughout. So you might have to do a lot of work to the second story here, to be honest with you. Yeah, this is an area of concern that I will really look into concern. And you can see that they've done multiple repairs throughout the whole project, well, throughout the property, throughout the years. So this is one they did here. So this is an overlap of the stucco. Like, what the hell is this for here? That would be something I'm looking at for concerns. You can see there's erosion here. There's a lot of like, step up. You can see how this is like crooked, right? And you can see how this is crooked. You look at it, right? So opening that up and making sure this is good. Making sure the siding and the stucco work was done properly. So right here, you have a different wood, and then you have some repair wood here. So just gotta take a look into that. So there's a lot of things on the exterior already that I'm not even a big fan of. So let's just go into the inside. All right, the light's not the best in here. When you get to the inside looks decent, right? The paint looks good, the slider looks good, the flooring looks good, the ceiling height looks good itself. And if we go into the kitchen looks good at first glance. It looks like it's good. You can tell you have good appliances in here, brand new appliances that's slightly used. You can tell that, you know, at first glance, the kitchen. We're gonna get into that because I want you guys to look at these things very carefully. The flooring looks great, right? The flooring, like, it was done great. Look at this, some little slopes. If I'm looking here, yeah, for sure. But throughout the house, it looks good. So I wouldn't do anything with the flooring. I would save money on the flooring. I would just paint the inside. Drywall work looks like it's in good condition. So I'll only really spend some money really on paint. Bathroom looks good. You can salvage that. So we're always looking for things we can salvage. The bathroom you can salvage. Some of the doors need to be repaired, but you gotta do some flooring only in the bedrooms. The carpet in the bedrooms. You gotta do the carpet in the bedrooms for sure, because they're just horrendous, right? But the bathrooms are good. The windows, as I'm looking in here, they're not as bad with the paint on the outside, but they're older windows. You gotta make sure that they function. So you gotta make sure you open them, slide them up, slide them down, make sure they actually work. If they don't work, sometimes it's just the rail or the track on each side. You can get a company to fix that for you without even having to replace the windows. So you can save on that. But you need to know that going in, but the carpets are horrendous. And they definitely gotta do, this house has some roaches. I'm not a big fan of that, but definitely gotta get some pest control in here, like legit. The AC, I'm assuming this is the AC closet here because there's a lot of dust. Yep, on the head. The AC seems like it's in good, fair condition, may need to be cleaned out. There's a pump here that pumps the water out, so check the pump. So I would have somebody look at the AC for me, for sure. I'm not spending too much money. This is the sub pump that we wanna check here. That pumps the water out, we wanna definitely check. Filter system, I'll get this checked. Probably spend about $1,000 on this AC to get it serviced the correct way. And then this door, I'll say $1,500 because this is not even a louver door. It's supposed to be louver door so the AC can breathe. That's the wrong door that's here, by the way. There's mold here. Get that checked out, do some drywall work here. And this is where I guess the laundry room is at here. Water heater is brand new. And some of the plumbing looks as good in condition too, like they redid it at some point. This is what they're using to trench the box up for AC upstairs and here as well. My money look is mostly on the outside so far. Thus far, it looks like it's on the outside. So let's go into this second story here that was created. And this is like a room. There's a closet underneath the steps, you know, but you can see that where you can see the separation here, right? So if we're looking, you can see the separation. Somebody already cut this to see what the hell's going on. And honestly, the blockwork was not done right. That would have to get redone, and that's gonna be costly. I don't know to what extent, but I would budget over 10,000 just for that. Because you just know, once you open up this wall here, you start doing block work, structural work. That requires you to get a permit. Permit's probably like 200 bucks. An engineer is probably gonna cost you around $2,000. And we haven't gotten into just doing the work itself. So that can potentially be a $10,000 to $15,000 problem in this particular project. So they told me that they're gonna spend about $30,000 on rehab. That alone took half that budget, in my opinion. So I gotta go back and talk to them about that to make sure they understand what they're actually getting into. I'm gonna walk upstairs, just kind of give you guys an idea what the upstairs, what they really did with that. And you can tell, let's just go upstairs. So while I'm doing this video, take a quick moment, go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel for me. If you find that you're getting value from this video, please share it. Leave a comment below, let me know what your thoughts are. My job is to make real estate full circle. As a hard money lender and an active flipper in the market, my job is to make sure you guys understand this. So these videos, I do this all the time for you guys. So you really understand the game. And this is not just for flipping. This is actually for also doing rental properties, right? You can make a rental property from these properties you're buying. You can BRRRR, you can hold. And if you flip and you get into a position where you can't sell it, you gotta hold it. Yeah, you can hear this second level. You can see how they ran the ducts. I gotta look in to see if they permit this. So this is the second level here. It's a small room, but it's functional. It's another bedroom. So this place technically has 5 bedrooms. So 5 bedroom, 2 bath. So they have to go in the other room to use it. So I mean, it looked like it was done correctly, but nah, it wasn't done correctly. Yeah, it wasn't done correctly. I really think that there's some work that has to be done here for sure in this project. So I think they want to buy it for about $205,000 and add about $30,000 in rehab. And the projected sales price is around $310,000, $315,000. I'm not sure if this is a slam dunk on this one. I might have to tell them to pass or just get an extended inspection period because this is on the MLS prior to really engaging, because I see a lot of things that need to be touched up. And once you touch it, you have to fix it. So once you open up that wall, you gotta do the drywall and paint. So if we're at 15,000 here, we don't know necessarily 100% about the roof. We haven't really touched the windows, right? The water heater is in good condition. The AC seems like it's in good condition. So we possibly may have, I would say possibly maybe $40,000 of rehab. But let's look at this kitchen that I was telling you about. Let's take a look at that real quick. So in the first glance, the kitchen looks good, right? Because you have granite here, countertops. But if you look down low, and if we zoom in here, right? A lot of water that's been down here, right? And some of the cabinets don't look like it opens correctly, like the drawer's already broken. So we gotta factor that in. So is it completely damaged that we can't salvage it, or we can salvage it? So we wanna go look in these cabinets, make sure we can salvage it, right? And clean it up. Like this one's good, this one's not bad. Let's look at, yeah, this stuff's not 100% bad. So this is good, right? We're looking at this stuff, this is good. Like these are good, like good. Like you can salvage this 100%. You tell they did 2 things here, like who did this? Like what the hell? Like who did that? All right, like who did that? Like they put 2 edges, like this one was open. That was an error. So let's look at the bottom. Yeah, like this cannot be salvageable here. Look at this. This has to be repaired. And I'm assuming the one adjacent to it has the same issue, right? So now we gotta find these cabinets. Yeah, these are bad too. So you have about 30. You have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cabinets that you gotta go find, or just change the whole entire bottom cabinets and keep the granite and take it off and take it up top. So in this kitchen, this is broken. Let's look at this oven. It's not bad. It's gonna be salvageable, clean. Let's look at the microwave. So this kitchen, you're gonna spend about $5 grand here. Yeah, $5 grand. You gotta take this out and put it back in. You gotta pay guys for materials. Like you probably can find the cabinets, the bottom for like if you can find a match them. If you can't find a match them, you gotta change the whole bottom to give it a unique look. And I will go white on the bottom and leave the gray. That way I can just change the whole bottom. So you might spend about $1,500 on cabinets on below, and then having them installed, another $500, and put the granite back up. So I would say about like $3,000, $3,500. But I'm gonna tell you that if you're a new flipper or a new investor, somebody's gonna charge you $4,500 for this. And that'll be right, because you gotta disconnect the plumbing, reconnect the plumbing, make sure that's done right, make sure everything is ran correctly here. So yeah, there's some work that gotta be done here. You're gonna spend about $5 here for sure. And if we look here, the house looks in good condition. All right, thank you for watching this video. Hopefully you found some substance in this video. Good content, valuable content if you guys are trying to flip properties. Remember, my name is Gene Garan. I am a hard money lender and investor in the Florida area. In all 50 states, with exclusion of some states, we can get you funding and coach you through your projects to make it a little easier for you. So if you find it, you can fund it, we can coach you through it. But on this one right here, I'm like, I think we gotta get a better price on the purchase price here. I'm not sure for sure. I think you can squeeze it, but sometimes it's not good to squeeze. It's not. So you gotta make sure you get the right deal, especially in this market. Houses are sitting longer. So hope you guys found some value in this video. Link us, let's link up at some point. Yeah, I'm not sure about this one. All right, bye.
Turning dreams into deeds is the firm's creed. Flip a house, fix it up, every step we lead. Construction on point, profits we exceed. Full circle's the name, in this game we succeed.